Africa Individual Chess Championship. Unfortunately, not very good results. No Zambian managed to reach the medal brackets. So the best performer was Naselungu, who finished on 12th position out of the 55 chess players who were there in the men's category. There was also Richmond Piri, who is the international master. Didn't perform very well as expected. So there were 7 players altogether, 4 male and 3 females. On the female side, the one who performed better was FIDE master Constance Mbata, who finished 10th out of the over 20 females who were there. So that was the performance of the chess team. So this week I'm featuring a Zambian grandmaster in chess. In drafts. So the only Zambian grandmaster that Zambia has ever produced in drafts, that's the one I'm featuring today. So make sure you stay with us, don't go away. He'll be joining us shortly. Feel free to participate on the program by calling 0211 25 30 25 or 0211 25 08 43. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0955 20 29 04. On Facebook, if you go to Facebook, you search for Sports Hub Facebook page or Modern Sinkala Sports, you find a post where we promoted this program for tonight. So you can leave your answer there when we, depending on the question that we ask you today. So thank you all of you for watching the program and sending contributions. I got feedback from Langiwe Mwale of Petauke, Stephen Tembo of Lusaka West, Christian Mwansa from Kitwe, and also Robinson Kanyangala of Nchelenge, Luapula province. All these are appreciating the program. They're saying they've been watching from all these areas that I have mentioned. So now let's recap on the last question that I asked you. I asked you to identify a sportsman on the photo. I'll give you the answer today. That one. Did you answer the question right? If you did, well done. If you didn't, I'll help you. So that one on the picture is Jasi Singh. He is the son to Muna Singh, who is another motor rally legend. So he is the youngest winner of the African Rally Championship. He won it in 2013 when he was only 20, Jasi Singh, and he was navigated by Dev Sihoka. Dev Sihoka is the one who was navigating Muna Singh, who is the father. So he is son to Muna Singh and also grandnephew to Satwan Singh, the record holder of the African Rally Championship titles. So he has won 8 of them. He's a legend. So the Singh family, they are calling it a Singh dynasty. They've been doing very well in motor rally. But I have another one for you. Let me see if you can guess the other one right. Can you manage to identify this man there? He is also a legend in a certain sports code. He's made history, and up to now no one has equaled his history. Who is that man? Call us on 0211 25 30 25 or 0211 25 08 43, or you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0955 20 29 04. On Facebook is Sports Hub Facebook page or Modern Sinkala Sports. Look for these pages, like them, and also answer the question under the promo post, which is there. Let's look at the results from the weekend. We start with rugby. So rugby is sealed. It's done. Red Arrows are the champions after they beat KPF. That's Kitwe Playing Field by 18 points to 16. It was almost, I think it was very painful to KPF after losing by just 2 points. And KPF actually were leading by halftime. They were leading. This is a game that we showed on TV3, this same channel. We showed it last Saturday. So it was Red Arrows 18, KPF 16, Konkola 6, and Green Eagles 7. So Red Arrows are record champions. They've once again won the rugby title. Let's go to the Midlands Netball Association Mina League. There are some rescheduled games played at NAPSA Sports Complex in Lusaka on Saturday, 1st October. It was Lusaka City Council 38 and Prison Leopards 45. Green Buffaloes 45, Green Eagles 34. Nkwazi 57, NAPSA 43. Unza 18, Lusaka City Council 88. That was in the women's category. Let's go to the men's category. Green Buffaloes 41, Nkwazi 33. So in the women's category, Green Buffaloes are unbeaten up to now, and it looks they are going to wrap up the league. They're going to win because there are only rescheduled games that are remaining, and I doubt if any team can catch up with them. Let's now go to basketball in the Midlands Basketball Association MBA League Week 8 results played on 1st and 2nd October 2022. In the Super League, it was Matero Magic 94, LCC Looters 65, Unza Pacers 58, Red Arrow 66, Hawks 54, NAPSA Hurricanes 45, Munali Suns 70, Green Buffaloes 73, Matero Warriors 96, and Heroes Play United 73, LCC Looters 94, Huskies 77, Bulldogs 58, Matero Magic 65. In the Feminine League, it was Dolphins 45, Hotspurs 26, Magic Sparks 37, NAPSA Breeze 39, Green Buffaloes 91, and Mystics 31. That's in the world of basketball. Let's now go to the world of football in the MTN Super League Week 5 results. Played on Saturday actually, which was 1st October. It was Muza 2, Changa Rangers nil. No, actually, these actually not results for the weekend, but the correct results we saw, obviously, Power Dynamos drawing 0-0 with Zesco United, then Nkana drawing 1-1 with Nchanga Rangers, and we saw a fracas which ensued where Nchanga Rangers fans clashed with the Nkana fans. So it was very bad, that result. So for now, Prison Leopards also, they were leading by 2-0, but they allowed Green Buffaloes to come back from behind to come and equalize 2-2. That's how it was. But Nkwazi demolished Butcon by 4-0. So those are some of the results from the MTN Super League. Well, time for me now to introduce my guests. But results once again, let me just run through. It was Chambishi 0, Forest Rangers 0, Green Buffaloes 2, Prison Leopards 2, and Cowboy Warriors 0, Lumwana Radiants 0, Kansanshi Dynamos 2, Green Eagles 0, Marvin Jere scoring and Gerard Chisha for Kansanshi Dynamos, NAPSA Stars 3, Muza 0, then Changa Rangers 1, Nkana 1, Zanaco 1, Red Arrows 1. Then on Sunday, Butcon 0, Nkwazi 4, Zesco United 0, Power Dynamos 0. So before I introduce the guest for today, who is, yes, those are the correct results. Thank you very much, CG. So that's how it panned out. Prison Leopards continue leading. They have 11. Should have 11 points. So they are closely followed by teams that have 10 points. Power Dynamos have 10 points. And also, yes, Power Dynamos on 10 points, and also Green Buffaloes. So we go on a musical break. We get entertained to a song done by Sakala Brothers titled Bola.
Please supposed to forgive me, I've got to go. Today, there is Ebola, me no appetite. after Bola. Guys, quickly, Msanga. Me wants to go see Bola. There is tension in the city. There is pressure everywhere. Boliro, Master Dribbler, Katambe Bola ine, Katambe Bola. Kalipe baba, kumago kalipa, kumasira, kumabola efe, sisira, bola sisira baba, bola. Bring it on. Bola.
Okay, so Bola by Sakala Brothers, and that moment reminds us of 10 years ago when Zambia won the 2012 AFCON trophy. Well done to the boys. So this time the under-20 are going to the COSAFA Cup, and they'll be playing their first game on the 7th in Eswatini. So they're in that group where they are the hosts, Eswatini. And it's also a qualifier for the African Championship. So wishing the boys all the best as they go there. Then the Copper Queens are expected to play a friendly match on the 60th against the Netherlands. Remember, they played each other on during the Olympics actually, and Zambia lost by 10 goals to 3. The 3 goals scored by Barbara Banda, who scored a hat-trick. So how is it going to be this time around? Is Zambia going to improve, or the Netherlands are still the same team? So we'll wait and see. So remember, earlier on I announced that I was going to host Grandmaster Lukanga Mambwe. Apparently he is unable to make it, or maybe he will join us along the way, but for now I have he's actually untitled, but his name is Elijah Chanda. Remember, I hosted him a few weeks ago before going to the World Championship. So we'll be hearing from him on how the experience was, him competing at the World Championship. And of course, he'll be accompanied by the Secretary of the Zambia Draughts Federation. So let's have Elijah Chanda, aka Chameleon, and accompanied by the General Secretary Rafael Piri. So you can come straight away and join me. Right, so you can take seats. Right, thank you so much, gents, for joining me, and I would have loved the Grandmaster also to join us so that people hear his story, based in Kasama, but he's the only Grandmaster that Zambia has ever produced in drafts. We've heard stories, even Elijah Chanda earlier said, no, people are saying, nga sport ya malo for kushika kutwala kuisa, but it has produced a Grandmaster. So, Elijah Chanda, welcome. Mwaiseni? Wino. Okay. Twewe ko yalishani ku World Championship kumwaide.
Ku World Champion yalife wino. Game twadite but kuma first twadisa lose. So iye team twaishire fuma ba number 3. Okay. Twatere iye team twatere batatu. So nomba pa twalipe kanya kaide ngamulea kunkondo. Fwide mwa making a show ati na mkwanisha ifisulu. So na ifwebene okuni kunkondo ifisulu fyesu muto wesu. No kuchita concentrate, so ndetasha sana imwe mweba bikire mwamaka. Ndetasha sana na one of sponsors ba pili. Bari bomba sana organize yonse omwachitire ba government amaka yonse omwabikiremu. Ndetasha atire sare mpala apa nainewine apa ndiri na hope yako ebati nkaese ndefu kombe filafine efyo bunanja achitire naine ndefu anomba nkafume number 1 inde sende.
Okay. But yalishani yali kukosera koka
yali nkosera kaide naliko nomwenso banarete anomba naliko nomwenso batapa apa pena ndechita promise kaide therefore ikaifyo ndechita filemoneka performance yali bwekera punch, so apa therefore okuchita win up.
Okay. But imitere wali isangashan panto yali ya first kuya pa ku Europe kulia imitere mutea kuno yalishani
imitere ni fine but fyali puseneko kaide balya abanesu balya every day balasangwa pama computer badetere ama games ifo tulachitako na fimbi taiba fe draft twatayako draft twachitako na fimbi, so ilasangwa ati apepo naingire mu training yakosa ubushiku shirelala na banko badisala ndati ufunika afakirako nzero. Skill yako ya bwelera punch, so pamene kwenze tournament tomorrow kwenze tournament ine nachoka number 3. Echide monekati efyo nde promise anomba efyo nde miraya filechitika.
Okay. All right. So nomba pa ulingira okuya ku Senior World Championship kukweneko kasange nkume Ishama drafters ulai panapo shane hapa
uku naine wine nka mukuba nga balya bene kaili pakuti balya masinya naifu tulefo atufike po bafika fo emitsikula naine amasinya nkaya umama kaya chitabwile kate wabula okufira.
Okay, let me talk to the Zambia Draughts Federation General Secretary Raphael Piri. He was also playing actually in the, what do you call that category? Masters?
The mixed teams. Mixed teams, those are teams.
Your category where you played?
No, the one who played actually was Dingiswa Jere.
Oh, it was
me.
I
was the notations coach, but because we didn't have a substitute, we didn't know about that category. I was used as a substitute because we had no option. But primarily the one who played was William, Comedian, and Dingiswa Jere. And the last formality game, I think I did support them. I played just to.
But I thought you came with a bronze medal.
Yes, I came with because it's a team.
Oh, as a team.
It's a team. That was not individual. That was a team.
Okay.
So the team were 4. There were 3 players and 1 substitute. So that category we are not there initially, but we managed to mint a medal to that as a team.
Okay.
As a team.
All right. But if you were also put on the spotlight, were you going to play? Like if you were in the Vice President Dingiswa Jere's shoes?
Not really. I was not going to do that because me, I'm trained in. I've got my specialty. My specialty is to ensure that the guys, they are vested with the notations. They use the right of notations. I've been doing this from 2016 and 2017 when we took the team to Malawi for the African Championship. I think I did extremely well with the notations, and our team won the Africa Cup. So this time around, I went with the 2 guys, William, Federation Master, William Christian Chinzewe, and also Elijah Chanda. For the Youth Championship, we must emphasize the one that we had gone for was the Youth Championship. We came with gold medals. We are world champions in Rapids and Classic. So I had a good time. Elijah Chanda was behind in terms of notations, but I had to sit him down, and I think I worked tirelessly over the night. I hardly slept during that periodicity, and thankfully he was able to grasp the concept and was able to write the notations. So that's very key, because if you miss the notations, you miss the game.
Okay. So what are notations?
Notations, those are numbers, the coordinates rather. You see the board, the way the drafts board is, or the chess board, is the same board. It's got letter A up to H, and number 1 up to 8. So where those numbers meet, A3, B4, where number and letter means those are coordinates. So it's a simple diagram, but we normally have challenges with our players. So we normally go with them notations, orientation. We do orient them time and again so that they know about that. Because if they don't grasp the concept of notations, the coordinates themselves, automatically they are lost. They can lose the game just right from the start. So that's why it's important to have somebody who understands notations, acquaint the team. And my specialty is not on the technical, it's specifically on the notations arrangement.
Okay.
That is
but why wasn't he oriented before you went for the World Cup?
We did, but suffice to say that Elijah, there are other things that he needs to up. And one of them, in the long term, we've planned for him to go back to school. So you might be aware, or must appreciate the fact that he's not in school. He's not been in school. So, and I must thank the new Dawn government, because this arrangement where now they are promoting sport, the youth, has come at the right time. And those that were not in school, they are now having that opportunity again to go back to school, to up their skill, to up their knowledge. And he's still young. He's about 20, so he can still make it in school. And we'll link him to to the right tutors. So our plan is that because this is the last term, it's difficult for us to fuse him in his class. But as 2023 begins, this is one of the areas which I have identified as the annotations coach and the chief executive, of course.
Okay. All right. So overall, how did Zambia perform in terms of the standings out of all the countries that participated at the World Youth Championship?
Yeah. So this event was specifically for the youth. So this was the Youth Championship. So in terms of the categories where we participated, we were number one. We were gold medalists. So in 2 categories.
Yeah, even as you say that, we can see the visuals. Let's see the visuals of William Chinzewe getting a medal at the World Youth Championship. Yes, so you were saying.
So we were champions in 2 categories. That is in Classic. Classic is the main event. So there are other supporting bouts, but Classic in any arrangement when it comes to Draft 64 is the main event. And so in that main event, we got gold medal. And that meant a lot to us. It meant a lot to Mother Zambia. It meant a lot to Minister of Sports. It meant a lot to National Sports Council. It meant a lot to our sports federation and other supporting federations. So you see, that was standing ovation. He's in the middle, and they were singing the national anthem. You can't see the audience, but all the audience there were standing. And the Zambian flag is the only flag which was raised there, and he's the champion. He's in the middle. So he took there, as he's standing there, they're playing the Zambian national anthem. In the standing ovation. I think that I felt good. That I felt a great achievement. I felt the task was established, was accomplished. 100%. To me, that was a plus. I felt like home. I was in Bulgaria, but I felt like home. So this is it. This is what it means. And you see, these guys now started asking me. They were calling me, Raphael, where is Zambia located? Everyone was interested in knowing where Zambia is.
You put Zambia on the world map.
Yes, where is Zambia? Where is Zambia? Who is the president of Zambia? They got so interested. So sports on its own strengthens bilateral relations. So everyone wanted that, and out of that we were now given some more support, and they said, even if this is on short notice, we still want this boy, we still want more team. The highest number we've sent to the World Championship is 1, but this time around, this time around I think we are given about 5 slots, 6 plus the international arbiter for the men. So that is William Christian Chinzewe as the national champion, and we still have Elijah Chanda because he's the bronze medalist, so they have him in the database, automatically qualified. And the 3rd one is Daniel Chipimpa. The 4th one is Federation Master Mwaza Sakala. And the 5th one, he didn't participate in the national championship, but he qualified in 2018. So our friends, the Europeans, our colleagues, they are good at keeping records. So they have his record in the database for 2018, where is the African champion up to now. It has taken long because essentially it's supposed to be defended after 2 years. But as you might be aware, we had the COVID pandemic. So most of the games had gone to ice. So this time around, the games have been resurrected, and we are able to play competitively, and we've started with a bang. Just first championship, we banged two gold medals. And then we also got silver medal now in the seniors. The senior, they played in a Brazilian version, but as a supporting bout. It wasn't the main bout. The main bout was for the youths. So William again won in that category. He got a silver medal, 2nd from Russia. So the 1st position went to Russia, 2nd position came to Zambia, and 3rd position I think came to Moldova or Belarus, one of the 2. Now, on top of that, again, he got a bronze medal again in a Russian version, which is rapids in Russian version for the seniors. Again, another supporting bout. So at this point, the organizers, they approached me and they said, no, I think the boy is too much for his category. He needs just to go straight into the senior version category, because in the senior version we've never had any African, not Zambia, but the entire Africa in the senior version. There's no one who has minted bronze medal or silver medal in that category of the seniors. It has never happened. That was the first of its kind for Africa. So imagine, he was not just doing the glory for Africa. As you saw, those games we are streaming them live here back home. So other countries were watching. Uganda was watching, Kenya, South Africa, Malawi, Uganda, USA was watching, Jamaica was watching, and many other countries, Ghana, Nigeria, etc. They were watching, and they were very supporting as if it's their own player, because that was the only player we had in Africa. So they were supporting as if we had massive support. So messages kept trooping in from all the countries. So this is what it means when sport is thriving. And so in total, we went with essentially the athletes that we went with. The main athletes were 2, because this was for the youths as emphasized. And the supporting ones now were 2 in the mixed version, which was just an additional one. It was supporting bout. So together we had 4. So out of the 2 or 4, if you like, in brackets, we minted 8 medals. Very small team.
Great achievement.
Minted 8 medals. But I must be quick to mention that this was not made possible. You know, behind every athlete, sometimes we get surprised that you've got one athlete and then we've got the other team that you can't see. Behind that athlete, there are other team members that you can't see through what we achieved. And those members, where did they come from? They came from our own Ministry of Youth, Sports and Art. So behind these athletes, there was the minister, there was the permanent secretary, Pastor Chile Kangwa. There was also the other directors that lead, the director of sports at the ministry, and Mr. Zuru, and others that you can't see. They were behind this because they were in the forefront in making sure that this arrangement is done. So behind an athlete, so we had other people that you can't see their input directly there, because they don't come on stage. The ones who come on stage, it's just the athletes. It's the athletes who come on stage, but there are other people that do all the other works, all the other logistics. So I must be quick to say the team that we went with from Ministry of Sports was exceptional. They did a fantastic job so that the morale in the camp was high. And I did my part also to make sure that where they had errors, I could sit with them, and then we talk with them, I psych them, and it worked to our advantage till we are able to get that.
All right, so how ready are you for the forthcoming World Championship?
Well, for the World Championship, we are very ready. And yesterday we had a taste of the championship. And as I'm coming now, I'm part of the organizing committee at international level. As you might be aware, I've been trained at government cost as an international arbiter. So we only have 2 arbiters in Africa that are now been trained actually at that stage. That is Mr. Suzyong Homa, who is the African Draughts Federation president, and myself now. I was trained. I think the training didn't happen now. Most of the people were asking, has it happened now? No. I started this from 2017, so it was a build-up. So it's been taking me some period of time, and I've been submitting my submissions to IDF were top-notch. I think I'm up to date. That's why we are given these slots, and we are given the sponsorship, because whenever we are doing the championships, which normally I coordinate, I send a detailed report, and based on that report, we normally get invitation and support. And the IDF, when we were them, they were actually encouraging us. They were urging us that because normally from the assessment, they've assessed that predominantly we've dominated so much Lusaka and Copper Belt. You find that the player is Lusaka. For instance, William is Lusaka, Chameleon, Elijah is Copper Belt. So you find that most of the players are Copper Belt. So they want our presence in other areas, and so that now comes. They even asked us about the focal point that helps us in the provinces, and we are happy that I brought this to the attention of the ministry, and something is being worked on so that the person that has been, we are given a person that we have a person that has been helping us from National Sports Council in reaching other provinces. The advantage to that is that in future it will lessen the costs. How? We'll be given more slots in terms of sponsorship, because they'll know that there are others that are coming from Livingstone, there are others that are coming from Kaputa, there are others that are coming from Chipata, etc., etc. So that is what it is. So as you might be aware, in other areas we have players, but we need more to make sure that this is actualized.
Okay.
Certainly.
So tell us about the significance of this Senior World Championship, which will be held in Georgia. When is it running, and which players are you going with?
Okay, wow. I'll begin with the players, the second question. The players that we are going with, they qualified in April, 6 months ago. We don't handpick players, not just in Zambia, even in other countries. IDF itself, when they're writing, they specify the people who are invited. It's based on those people that we now make a schedule of going for that championship. So if they say we need Mr. Morden Sinkara, we need Mr. Elijah Chanda, then you've become part and parcel of the program. Then the others follow. So our system, how do we qualify the people? They qualify as we chose April because of the 3 days holiday that normally we have, the Easter holiday. So most of the people that play drafts, the top-notch players, you might be aware they're workers. The other one, the grandmaster was supposed to be with us here, is a civil servant, he's an accountant. And you know, accountants, we work with figures. Myself, I'm the general secretary, I'm an accountant. I work with figures. So this is what it is. So it's about calculations. So you find that most of the people that are involved in work or businesses, so for us to bring them together, we can only spare that during the holidays.
So it's not right to say it's a game for those who don't have anything to do.
No, that's very wrong. That's very wrong.
So all those
that's very wrong. Here I am. I'm a professional, and I'm a professional again in another field as well, besides the calculation things.
Okay.
So this is the way it is. So to say that it is for the loafers, it's wrong. And I think we are one of the well-doing federations in terms of administration. I think you've seen that we've upped it so much. We are good at communication. We are good on the ground. We are good also to reach out to people. We are good also in engaging government and sports council and even other sister federations and our international bodies. We're top notch, and I think there's one thing that you never mentioned. We were even awarded to be one of the best African countries that is promoting Draft 64 in Zambia.
Okay.
Rather in Africa. In Africa. So we are awarded
nice
that.
one. Before you divert so much, the team that is going
the team, number one. Thank you very much for that. Number one, we are going with the national champion, which is William Christian Chinzewe.
Okay.
That is number one.
Fresh from winning gold medals.
Number two, we are going with Elijah Chanda.
The man seated right here with us.
Elijah Chanda. And then number three, we are going with Daniel Chipimpa. He's not here. He was also playing online today.
Okay, how was he picked as well?
He came out number 3 in the Zambian arrangement during the same championship. All these, they came from the national championship.
Okay.
So number 4, we have Federation Master Mwaza Sakala. He's titled. So number 1 is titled. Number 2 is not titled. Number 3 is not titled. Number 4 is titled. And number 5, he's got the highest title. Is the Grandmaster International. Is Lukanga Joseph Mambwe.
Was he part of that national championship?
He was not part of it, but he qualified by virtue of being the African champion. So he has to defend his territory for the Africans. So even if it was another player from another country who was the African champion, even if he never participated in their national championship, he was still going to be picked based on that merit. So that was number 5. Then number 6, of course, they engaged myself as an international arbiter as part of the team. So that is a complete for the men's.
You also be playing?
No.
Okay.
I'm international arbiter and notations guidance.
Okay.
Notations, specifically for the notations, for the teams notations.
Okay.
So then we shift from there. We go to the women. These are the slots. I'm telling you the official slots which we are given. So this is good because we've never been given such huge number of slots for the World Championship. No, the highest we've been given, I said, it's 1. So from 1 going to 6 or 9 or 10 is something unprecedented. Then the ladies, for the ladies I must mention, we don't have a league for the ladies. This is when we are organizing the ladies, and thanks to NowSpa, I think you know NowSpa, last time we had the championship early this year at Bank's Kitchen. We had about 8 ladies that participated because we are starting to groom them. So most of them, they play chess and also they play drafts, because both of them, they are mind games. So the one that I can, we were given 3 slots for the ladies, so that we were given, but the one currently who's been confirmed that is going is position number 1. That is Portia Mututu Bantu, something like that. She's the one that is going to be representing Zambia, and I think another one. Then on top of that, we've got some 2 women that are engaged under ZDF. So one is handles the affairs of the ladies, because we are going with the ladies. So there has to be 1 lady that accompanies them. So there would be 3 or so. Then the others, of course, they come from either the Ministry or Sports Council of Zambia.
All right. Okay. So this is the team I'm hosting today. They'll be going for the World Championship in Georgia. From which days to which days? So
the days, actually, it will be from the 10th, the 10th to the 21st of October. From 10th to 21st of October.
In the next 7 days.
Exactly. So essentially speaking, by Friday, Saturday, or Sunday latest, the team must leave.
Okay.
Yes.
Last time when going to Bulgaria, you had to struggle going to South Africa to get visas and all that. How are things? What is the status?
Okay, this one is a bit different because we started the process whilst we are still in Bulgaria. So they had given us a contact person. They knew that we are behind time. You know, the issue of visas takes, the other one we needed about 14 or 21 days for us to do that. So we begin preliminary applications. So that is very important because we need to be cleared. So for this one, we started it whilst we were in Bulgaria, and when we came here, once everything was formalized, we forwarded the names, and I think this time around probably we were given a contact person from South Africa who is based in Zambia. So it might be done locally. It may not be like the way it was going to South Africa. But even when we went to South Africa, I think we were helped so much by the Zambian High Commission based in South Africa. They were at hand. I think they made our work lighter. Okay. So that is the way it is.
All right. So earlier on I was speaking to Elijah Chanda, aka Chameleon, who was saying he was so excited to go to the World Youth Championships, which were held in Bulgaria. And yes, he didn't perform very well, but at least he had the bronze medal in the team category. And he says he learned a number of lessons, and he is hoping to go and do better at the Senior World Championship, which will be held in Georgia. And he says he's geared. So, Elijah, tweweko, into wabuwerere na bronze medal, balabonsa balilanda ati imwe takuloko mungana sporti, baleti poshani nomba.
Abali ubukusanya, so nabena bali samona ubusuma bwaba mukwenda nangu okufwairikisha ifintu kulimbikira kulimbikira game banawona ekisuma n'ekibi so balimu n'ekisuma nabeena nomba n'abasambirira nabeena balamba okulateya amagemu
nga olupwa abafyashi baletiposhana
nga bafyashi bena bali umfa bwino ekwali balitoroka bali umfa bwino omwana wanje ako na ku Europe bali umfa bwino n'amapalo balisanshira balisa umfa bwino sana n'amapalo banshira nangwepo bali akopa belt bali umfa bwino balisalanda konkanyapo na game yobi itsuma nomba bali chimona.
All right. Yes, so Chameleon is saying when he came back, those people who were saying you won't go anywhere with this sport, but when he came back, it was a testimony. He was telling them, so this is the beauty which is in this sport. I managed to travel. At least I went to Europe. If it's his own parents were very happy, they jumped high up there just to celebrate his achievement. So, how confident are you, Raphael, with this team that you've gone with, looking at the grandmasters that are there around the world? I'm sure they'll be there at the competition.
Well, I think we are a team, we are competition, and I'm very confident that this team is really going to perform well. For obvious reasons. It's because number one, William is in top form currently, and Lukanga Mambwe also as a grandmaster is also, his form is very good. It's very good. We saw how he played yesterday. We tested them in Bliss. We tested them yesterday in Bliss, clocked timed Bliss with time control of about I think it was 5.3. So that is Bliss. But our strength as Zambia, it's the main category. Normally, we are very good in classic, which is normally the main event. So
which one is classic? Is it the one which is played in the markets and
classic
everywhere?
Is the one, the difference is time control. Classic is played one game, you can play around maybe 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah,
okay.
One game. So you are given a lot of time to think. Maybe it's 1 hour the other side and 1 hour the other side. Or maybe 45 minutes the other side and 45 minutes plus the additions, those the bonuses, the Fisher times. So time adds up.
Can it also go up to 5 hours like it is in chess?
Well, it depends how fast they are. Yes, it can. If they are playing quickly, because the clock adds time. The faster you play, the clock adds time, so it can go. It can expand to that level. But normally, that's how confident I am with the team that I've picked, because they were picked on merit. So they also have a point to prove, because they are not the only players we have. We currently have a pool of important and good players equally. So there are others who want also to be part of the team. So they know that if they don't perform, next time they may not have the opportunity, because the others will surpass them and they'll get their places.
So the one which is played in markets, what category of drafts is that?
That is pool checkers. The one which they play because it's not timed is pool checkers. But when you go to the international standard, we play Russian random version type of draft 64. So the one which it's the same concept, but it's only that one we are now changing the concept, because random, which means the pieces, they avoid the issue of memorizing. They want you to prove by skill that you know the game, not by memorizing. So that one which is played in the markets, normally they memorize, because once somebody starts, they'll say, I know this one, I know I'm going to win, or I'm going to lose this one. But so we've got now, that's where I come in. Very important notations where they are placed at random. Specific a certain arrangement. Then now we tell them, can you now play? So this is the way it is. So you talked about the team. I should also mention about the ladies team. At least now this is the beginning, and I must be grateful to now SPA once again, because they brought we are concentrating on men for draft 64, but now they urged us to start the implementation of women participation, and which now it has, through the support of NAUSPA, it has now based the participation of women at international level, which is very, very good.
All right.
Which is very, very good.
Okay, Chameleon, ba GS bachilanda okutira mwaka uleisa kuti wafwaya wawekera ku skulu. Uleti poshani pali aya mashuri?
Awe, ndeta shakaili pakuti aba ni one of sponsors. Eba to sponsor, eba bika musana amaka. So, waona goodness na badness. So, na ine ni amikira chifukwa aba waonamo chimozi mulini. Pakuti bakambia ni bwerere ku skulu. Aba ni ba parent na abamona chine chinasambirira. So, na ine ndeta shakuli bena.
Okay, badula shupikwa kwa mitele filia mlandu wa fimo kulefita kwanisha kuno bwino okumona pakute.
Ma moves mwamene abwerere ni mayaona. Nomba apani nchita improve kaili mailo. Eko bali ba veteran epo batubikire mu tournament after game yapo. Amadeze yonsa nalesambirira efyo share kwanishako kulemba nomba okulemba balisa so apa ninchita improve nango apa ndeyo mfati game naichita because mwamene nnachaira mairo nalisa atea bwino okulangisha chefyo nde trainer nomba filechitika nalisa afuma namba fili game yali yakosa bayali sasangwa na fuma namba 3 tournament fyo bale twesha chukumona nga natwikarafye erotoreterena.
Okay.
So nalachita bwino.
All right. No, wishing you all the best. So he says he's excited that at least next year he'll be taken to school so that he can be conversant with issues of writing and all that. But before we go, last time he tried ball juggling. Today it's you, GS. Show us. This time we're not doing notations or whatever. So the boy is there. Within seconds, the boy is there.
Wow.
So you do ball juggling.
No,
I'm
excited. I'm excited.
So just now, time is ticking. You can go and pick up that ball and show us ball juggling skills.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, time is now. So the GS, that's the GS. For Zambia Draughts Federation, time starts now.
Time starts now.
Ball juggling, yes.
Ball juggling.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa. Wow.
1, 2, 3.
You're in the first. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. At least I've tried.
Chameleon, how many did you do last time? Watch the tunga.
Na research ta okay ninda baba bosi.
William, Ashton tunga tubiri.
William tubiri. So na muchira lego. No, I think we are equal with William. It's 3-3.
Okay. No, thank you very much for coming. So, initially we had planned to bring the Grand Master in drafts, Lukanga Mambwe, but was unable to make it. So I had Elijah Chanda, who I once hosted here, but he'll be going for the World Championship. Yes. So the General Secretary for the Zambia Draughts Federation. So until next week at the same time when I bring another set of guests, my name is Modern Sinkala. Remember to keep sending those messages. We'll read them next week. Goodbye.
Thank you.